Okay, in this video we're going to take a look at how to solve a system of equations using your matrix calculator. So first thing we'll do is set up our two matrices that we need. So let's see if we can do this real quick. Alright, so our two equations are over here. We have 4x plus 3y equals a negative 4 and 3x minus y equals a negative 3. So it's important to note that your equations need to be in this standard form where you have your coefficient and your variable x in the first position over here, and then added or subtracted to it your y variable, and then your equal sign, and then the numerical value, sometimes called the c, right? So basically we need to be in standard form. So we have ax plus by is equal to c. And in order for this equation to work, we have to set up two separate matrices. So let's go ahead and talk about those two real quick. So the first matrix that we're going to look at is going to be based on the coefficients. Okay, so this is going to be what we're going to use to create matrix A, and then what we're going to use to create matrix B is going to be the C values, or the numbers without any variables. In this case it's negative 4 and 3, and we're going to call this one matrix B. So in our notes, which I'm not going to go through each of these blanks, but basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to come up for the solution, which is going to be x equals some number and y equals some value, right? And that's where these two lines are going to intersect in the xy plane. So let's go ahead and take a look at, let's write our matrices. So we have matrix A, which we're going to put in the calculator as a 4 and a 3, and a 3 and a negative 1. And then into matrix B in the calculator, we're going to put this this 2 by 1 matrix, 2 rows in 1 column. We're going to put in negative 4, negative 3. Okay. Alright, so once we get those two matrices stored in our calculator, this is going to be the formula that's going to solve all these systems of equations. Okay, so this is a pretty important formula to write down. XY, the XY matrix, which is going to be what I refer to as your answer matrix, is basically just equal to A inverse times matrix B. A inverse times matrix B. And it's really just this simple. So let's go ahead and do the first one. And get your calculator out. And let's edit matrix A. And that's going to be 2 by 2, right? Let me change the dimensions on that. And we have 4, 3, 3, and negative 1. Okay, and then in matrix B, I want to edit that. And this is a 2 by 1, right? And the values are negative 4. Careful, make sure you get everything entered in just right. Negative 4 and negative 3. Okay. Alright, so now that I have these in, I'm just going to simply multiply A times B, A inverse times B. So second matrix, there's my matrix A, and there's my inverse button right there. So A inverse times matrix B second one there. And you can see that it puts out a 2 by 1 matrix that has a -1 and a 0. So this tells me that my xy, whoops, let's try that again, xy, why is it doing that? I don't really know. The xy is -1. Let's see if we can get that back up. Our xy matrix is -1 for x and 0 for y. Let's try it again. Maybe I have it stuck on eraser. There we go. So xy is equal to, was it -1, 0? Yes, -1 and 0. Okay, let's go ahead and verify our answer here. So let's take this equation, 4x plus 3y. So if we have 4, instead of x, you have -1, right? So we have 4 times -1 plus 3 times 0, and that equals -4. Is that true? Sure looks like it, right? We have -4 plus 0 equals -4. And then it doesn't hurt to check the second answer. We have 3 times x, so we have 3 times -1 minus y, or plus a -y, and y is 0, and that equals -3 as well. So that one checks out as well. Alright, so the key here is to identify your two matrices, and those two matrices are made up of your coefficients, just the variables in front of the x and y, make sure they're in order. And then the second matrix is going to be your, what I like to call the answer matrix, the matrix without any variables. In this case it was -4 and 3. You can see it right over here. Here's my A in matrix. And then this is the most important formula right here. Is your answer, your x and y answer, is simply A inverse times B. Okay, I hope you've gotten something out of this video, and we'll try maybe making another one that's using a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay,